Hi, Scorpio. These are your messages for May 2024. We are asking your guides, angels, archangels, anyone on your spirit guide team who is helping you for your greatest good and highest purpose to send through these messages for you for the month of May 2024. Hey, Scorpio. Wow, you are really moving away from some heartache, some heartbreak. I'm really sorry you've been through this. This is the Three of Swords, this deep heart pain. And with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, these are both cards about moving away from what hurts, moving away from what feels heavy. So this month, the good news is you are moving away from that heartache, from that heartbreak. So that's beautiful to see. Okay. You have the Empress. Yeah. So the Empress sits back and receives, this is a very effortless energy. So I'm seeing this hot air balloon, rising. And the more you allow yourself to let go of that heaviness, the more you're going to feel yourself rise in May. For some of you Scorpios, this heaviness was attached to an ex. For some of you, it was attached to ancestry, ancestral wounds, and for some of you, it was both on the masculine side. But you're rising up now because there's something about this wound that was limiting you, that was closing down what you saw as possible for you, and it was making you feel drained of your worth. It was making you feel drained of your value. Okay. And now in May, you will be holding on to your faith and your trust. That spirit is bringing in an elevated version of that masculine energy. The Emperor, you had the Empress. The Emperor is an elevated version of that masculine energy. So in May, you are moving into this beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energies, and you're seeing a change, a big change happen because of this balance. So you're being asked to no longer put something off. Yeah, give into your creativity. So as you release this heaviness and you rise, you will feel this creative energy flow. And sometimes the mind does use external drama or, resistance having to do with people outside of ourselves as a way to delay our own creative process, our own, life essence, really. And I am seeing for you, Scorpio, the ways that this relationship in the past or this ancestral wound blocked your creativity and blocked your life flow was very real, very karmic. But now that's being released, so the floodgates are opening. So energetically and creatively, you will see this unblocking, and it will change a lot. It's 555, right as I say that. That card I just showed you was a 5, and 5 is the number of change. You also had the Tower, which is all about change. So you're going to feel, Scorpio, a real shift in May. Okay. Oh, another 5. This is imperfection, and it says our imperfections. It's our imperfections that make us the perfect vessel for the evolution of the soul. Okay. So it's saying, if we were already perfect, then we wouldn't be able to participate in this creative evolutionary process with spirit. Okay. So honor the learning, honor the change, honor the expansion, because it all was required for you to move into your full shininess. All right. You're very, very supported in your growth. The Scorpio big energy this month is releasing that past, releasing anything from the past that was holding you back. Okay. And it doesn't mean when you release it, it doesn't mean you're saying, it was all fine. It means that you are saying, I want to release this and put it down so I can receive more, so that I can receive inspiration and creativity and good stuff. I want to put down that heaviness, that burden, so that I can have the good stuff that Spirit's bringing in. I don't want to be holding on to that heavy stuff because that's going to take up the space, right? So you're definitely, you will see this month, Scorpio, how you're moving into this emergence of your higher self embodiment, your creativity. It's important to trust that, be open. Okay. All right. And really tune in this month, Scorpio, to what you're truly feeling, not any old stories. I am seeing you releasing a lot of anger and rage. I'm seeing you releasing it and learning how to tap into it rather than repress it. You know, learning that underneath that anger, that rage is going to be a, a, a wellspring of inspiration and creativity, okay, for you to tap into. Beautiful. All right. So let's ask specifically for messages having to do with relationship for Scorpio for the month of May. Relationship. Okay. Five of Coins came falling out. You know, this is a card of feeling alone, feeling isolated and rejected or abandoned. Remember, you know, this is a feeling. And what's important to pay attention to is the emotions, the heart truth underneath any thoughts. I'm not seeing a ton of mental blocks for you here. Yeah. Yeah. So you just seem to be looking at the truth about this wound, or the truth about your history when it comes to the masculine energy. You know, how this wound of feeling abandoned came to be and got reinforced. Okay. So what would you like for Scorpio to know action-wise for May regarding relationship? Okay. So action-wise, remember, you are the Empress. You're sitting back and receiving. The Empress does not go out and seek. She sits back, she feels into that wisdom of her heart, and she releases the need to go and make things happen. She just receives. What's interesting in this card is she's holding her heart that has an eye in the middle of it, she can see, in her right hand. Is this her heart, or is it the heart of the masculine? I don't know. She's holding this golden heart in her right hand. The right hand is the side of the masculine energy. So it's like she is learning to connect in a new way with that masculine from the heart, from her heart, connecting with his heart, not from these stories of the mind. Oh, nice. Oh, it is his heart because it's that golden heart. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I've never noticed before this beautiful connection between the Emperor and Empress cards in this deck. This is the Greek mythos deck. Look at this. So you have the Emperor and Empress. She's holding the golden heart with the eye in it. He's closing his eyes. He's not looking with his, mind-driven sight. He's seeing through the heart, and she's holding that. Okay. In her right hand, the hand of the masculine. Now, he has his left hand, the hand of the feminine, on his throat here. As he's receiving this enlightenment, see how she's got the feathers and the crown, and he's got feathers and crown up here. So he's receiving all this guidance through that feminine energy. And it's washing him clean, it's galvanizing him. And he's got his feminine hand on his throat. So let's say that that's, her hand on his throat, his heart in her hand. So what's beautiful here is that, yeah, yeah, it's a learning to connect in a new way. He's learning to speak from the heart. She's learning to see things on the heart level. And both of them, and she has some sort of golden tears coming from her left eye, the eye of the feminine side. Wow. These are so complex. I could probably just spend time on these for the whole reading, but this is talking about the ways that you in your masculine and your feminine, or and another person are learning to connect more deeply. And a lot of this may be kind of unspoken in May. Maybe. Okay. So action wise or message wise, what would you like for Scorpio to know regarding this Emperor, Empress? Yeah. So it may be kind of unspoken in May. Your job is going to be to keep aligning with the ways that you're letting this balance show up for you in your real physical life in new ways, in new, more joyful, more abundant ways. The sun represents heaven on earth, represents um, peace and happiness. You got the Seven of Wands here. So I do feel that because there's so much uh, evolution happening between masculine and feminine for you, just steer clear of anything that feels like conflict or drama. You're not going to do any more of that. Um, it's time to focus on this balance within yourself and let it ripple out into any romantic connections. Okay. Maybe let that be a bit energetic rather than physical this month. Yeah, put down the burdens, put down any burdens associated with that. Your boundaries will be needed, Scorpio, as you move forward. Because you're leaving behind all that heaviness, all that difficulty and pain and drama, okay, and conflict. So next, let's ask into a soul purpose, abundance, and work for Scorpio. Thank you. Got the Two of Swords, a bit of a mental block about something, maybe. There's an ancestral wound showing up again. Hard fun. Oh, okay. Okay, good. So any ancestral wound that would have your mind be closed in the past, that's going to be opening up but it's showing up again. Yeah. You're moving away from that. So notice when it comes to work, abundance, and soul purpose, Scorpio, notice when your mind kind of closes or, has resistance. Your job is just going to be to keep moving away from that tendency and open up the gate every time it closes, because the closedness is part of what you inherited. You don't need limits anymore because you have boundaries. Meaning in the past, there would be mental limitations that would be designed or intended from a fear place to protect you from taking on too much, from doing too much, from going too many directions, from draining yourself. And there would be kind of a closed-mindedness in some ways. But you don't need that anymore. Because of the healing and the spiritual work you've done, Scorpio, you can allow yourself to exercise boundaries rather than limits. Boundaries just means, yeah, I know myself well enough to know what feels good to me. I know my brilliant self well enough to know what I need to bloom. To know that, Spirit's gonna be bringing me into what's right for me. And I'm just gonna receive that effortlessly. I don't need to listen to my mind if it's trying to close on me there, all right? Or deny me anything, or keep me in scarcity. No. Okay. And now let's ask into the messages for Scorpio regarding health and wellness. Anything regarding health and wellness for Scorpio for May? Thank you. Okay. 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 More letting go of sadness, more letting go of heaviness. As you move forward, Scorpio, and have a new beginning in so many ways, you'll also find yourself releasing sadness and pain. Pay attention to what your body does in May, because that's going to be your inner child's way of telling you what's going on with your inner child. So the inner child, has to signal to you what that inner child's feeling through your body. And in some ways, it may be letting you know, hey, I feel sad, and you're not really paying attention to that because you're so focused on this new beginning. So your body's just going to let you know when it's time to plug back into your heart. Okay, what else would you like Scorpio to know regarding? Okay, and it's going to let you know when any negative thinking is coming in and kind of freaking that inner child out. Okay, so focus on what you're manifesting, what is coming in, and the support that is there, rather than focusing on the lack. And let your body tell you when you're in alignment with the flow and the good stuff versus when you're not. Because, your body will let you know, whether you're in your head or, okay. Also, I see, Scorpio, that your body's going to let you know when you might be connecting to energy that is not really yours. It's, since that masculine feminine balance is so important this month, and there's so much change happening in that, you might at times be being used, Scorpio, this month to in a connection to shed light or to lead the way or to teach in a way. Someone you're connected to. See how they're both looking at that pearl. And she's looking at that pearl and appreciating it. He's looking at it over her shoulder and appreciating it with her. But see how he's kind of it's almost, he's encircling her and the pearl, right? So at times you may feel, Scorpio, in your body, sort of what this other is feeling. Okay. And so if you're feeling something that, first thing I would do, Scorpio, in the month of May, when you feel something, is just go ahead and say, if this belongs to another person, I lovingly, send it to that other person for them to let go of. And I let go of the need to kind of take it on for them, because that's something that's being healed in the codependent wound, right? That has caused unhappiness in the past and has caused physical trouble in the past. So be real clear on, I'm only gonna be open to taking on things that are mine. Yeah. You're gonna need to have some energy boundaries a lot in place this month to stay feeling good in your body. Okay, that's part of your healing, though, because Scorpio, you're a water sign that can absorb and take on. They're showing me like a polluted stream or ocean, where it's like, you are water and you can tend to take on that pollution from others without realizing it. And it's time to really purify that stream for yourself. Look at that with the Seven of Cups, that purification of your own body, mind, emotion, spirit. You're being reborn in that purification. So keep affirming that to yourself this month. So many fives, lots of change happening for you, Scorpio, okay? I hope that this reading supports you. I'm just going to see if there's anything else I didn't pull from the Oracle of the Mystic. I got to pull from my own deck. for the reading to be complete. So what is the message for Scorpio for May? Okay, we have preparation mode. And we have mirror talking about that balance, masculine, feminine, connection. Okay, so what is this preparation mode for Scorpio for me? Thank you. What is this preparation mode? Yeah, the Hermit, the Sun, the Magician. This is about you going within and, you know, really embodying the joy and the heaven on earth that you want to see in your reality. May is a big month for manifesting. So make sure you are being everything you want to see in your physical environment and trust that that is coming in. And we will connect again very soon. Thank you, Scorpio. Have a wonderful May. Bye.